of a bitch. I'm in.
What's happening, everybody? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Happy Monday, everybody. Song about absolutely nothing. If you've never listened to this song, it's a song literally about nothing. It's crazy. It's all just saying it's that hook that brings them back. Everything in between is just bullshit. Oh, I need a trim so bad. Well, I hope everybody's had a good weekend. I got a mythosaur going. A little rough on the first layer, not gonna lie, a little rough. And they just came out with another update, and they're bricking and crashing a whole bunch of machines. I put a note on the Facebook groups page yesterday. I said, I wonder who's gonna try it first, because I ain't trying it first. Ain't no way. I'm already ready to give it back. They're gonna say I can't give it back, but I'm gonna say otherwise, because I'm pretty sure PayPal will back me. We will see. It'll be worth it to try anyway. At this point, so aggravated with them, I ain't gonna lie. So interesting. Turn it off. I really do like that song. Ain't gonna lie. A bass, top, plate, 6, top left. Well, I mean, I get it, for sure. I gets it, without a doubt. I know everybody wants one nowadays, you know. Everybody wants them a dry box. Everybody wants a dry box. For sure. I got one. I picked one up. Tanya, what's happening? Mafia, welcome in, everybody. Hope everybody had a fantastic weekend. I picked up, Amazon had a special on a dry box. Theirs has a little fan in it or whatever. This is just a spool box, not a dry box, because it doesn't have any desiccant capability or moisture removal capability, but it makes for a nice box. The one I got is supposed to run the fan, bring the humidity level down, you know, take the moisture, help to take the moisture out of the filament. I'm sure it's not at $20. I'm sure it's not super effective. How was my weekend? It wasn't too bad. What did we do this weekend? We cleaned. Oh, I put a I now recall what I did this weekend. I didn't get to it today. Matter of fact, today, tomorrow, and Wednesday are out for any daytime stuff. Today was a hot mess. Tomorrow I got to go cut grass, and Wednesday I'm going to cut my grass before the rain comes back. So this week is probably not going to be any early streams, probably at all, honestly. But we may regroup and look at it next week. We'll see. It's a work in progress. But so we had a weather station up on the chimney, above the chimney stack. I have a weather station that just your typical stuff: wind, temperature, humidity, rain, rain gauge, all that kind of stuff. It's just a little concise one-piece weather station. I put it up on a pole up on top of the chimney. Well, like 3 weekends or 4 weekends ago, something like that. It was a couple of weekends ago. I went up and I did some repairs, like on the chimney itself needed some repair. Some of the wood was kind of rotten and looks like it was falling apart. So I said, let me go up there and take a look at it. Well, in the midst of doing all of that, the old weather station had to come down. And I think when I took the old weather station down and just laid it down, even ever so gingerly, I think I jostled something loose. Because once I put everything all back together, it stopped working. And instead of trying to like figure it out or see what we could do to try to fix it, I mean, it'd been up there like 5 years. It was brittle, So we just ordered another one, and then that's what I did over the weekend. Little man had his 3-day EGG / sleep study over the weekend. So we had little big man solo, which was funny because every day he's like, "Where's Bubba? Where's Bubba?" Every day asking for his Bubba. So I mean, it just kind of is what it is. So and we won't get the results of that test probably for another week or two, maybe. But it was a 3-day study, 3-day scan. So hopefully they can find something with. Other than that, we didn't really do anything for the weekend. I mean, too much of nothing. I had to go Saturday to some astronomy classes. I had to bring my dad's. I gotta bring him tomorrow for some. I gotta bring him tomorrow for some blood work. Also rough. But I hope everybody had a good weekend. Next weekend is hopefully 4-day for everybody, maybe, or 3-day at least. Maybe a 3-day at least. I know a lot of people take Friday along with Monday. We were going to go to my sister-in-law's, but I don't think we're gonna now because it's somebody's weekend, so we're not sure what's gonna happen with that. We're gonna wait and see. Ness, what is happening, Ness? How are we doing today? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Happy Monday. I hope you are having a fantastic Monday. I like that. Hello. I like that. Been good. Just woke up from a nap. Yes. Oh man, when the naps are good and plentiful. Whoo. Oh, would that thing print without support? No, it's not going to print without support, right? And next Monday is my birthday. Let's go. That's what I'm screaming about. Two parrots are sitting on a perch. One turns to the other and says, "Can you smell fish?" Such a terrible. Oh, that thing is horrible. Horrible, I tell you, horrible. I kind of like it. You're right. I kind of like it, but I don't know about the. Oh, I'm guessing okay, I saw the magnet goes on the bottom. Okay, now it makes sense to me. Now it makes sense. I was trying to figure out I wasn't understanding what they were talking about for the magnet, and then it dawned on me like this right here is a big old magnet up underneath the little bowl, so it'll hold pieces, in and things. That's all. They ain't fooling nobody. Sheesh. Sheesh. I'm Batman. I'm Batman. Yeah, every now and again the kids get their Batman voice on too, which is hilarious, especially when they do it. Absolutely. Car hose guy. This was on Shark Tank. This thing was on Shark Tank. I mean, I get it. I mean, if you just walk your hose out straight a little bit, like if you just walk the hose out a little bit and then bring it over, it'll be fine. Kind of understand what's going on with it. It won't be terrible. Or at least it won't be terrible. Right? That's all I'm saying. Ooh, so your birthday is on Memorial Day? Let's go. So everybody takes the day off for your birthday. How do you feel about that? What do you think about that? Everybody's just taking the day off for your birthday, which is pretty cool. I mean, right? I mean, that's pretty cool. I mean, that works pretty well, honestly. I mean, I'd do it if I could, honest. But I can't because mine ain't on a holiday. Close though. I mean, I could stretch. No, I can't stretch it. Say I could maybe stretch 4th of July. I can't. I'm way past that. way past that. Oh, we could make a bird, y'all. Could we really? There's no way that that's a kite, right? There's just no way that's a kite. I really don't see how it would fly. Oh, like a paper airplane. That makes more sense. Okay. In order to achieve a better effect and lighten the weight of the hawk. Okay, a little less plastic. Well, I mean, it's cool, but I'm not gonna do it. I don't think I'm gonna be doing that one. It's usually pretty awesome. Kind of poopy like people go away. I want to do stuff, but there are too many of you around. Well, I mean, it is a holiday, right? You can't help it. You just can't help it. You know what I'm saying? You just can't help it. Oh, do I have? Oh, I don't have. I don't think I have a green. I would print it. I like that one. I would print. That one I would print. How's my speaking of? Yeah, it's gonna be a mythosaur. The one in the corner up there is gonna be a mythosaur. Mythosaur. Well, that's the model. Yeah, there's usually some fairs or back in New Mexico with festivals. Oh well, I mean, okay, then there's that. Ooh, me like it that too. Yeah, I'm hoping that the new printer prints sustainably for the next 3 hours or so and see how it does. They just came out with an update yesterday, and people are already saying that it's not working, that it's not doing. I went to the Facebook group for the artillery X4 print group, like specifically to these new machines. And I just put it out there. I said I want to know who's going to try it because I'm not trying it. Last update go round we had caused a conflict with the uh, clipper system and the fluid interface on it, and that's the interface that said update me, and I did, and it bricked my machine. So, and then I got that fixed. I got it back up and running, but I'm waiting to see. I'm waiting to see what happens this time. Hopefully, it's good and behaves. Let's hope so. Let's hope so. I mean, it seems like it's doing okay right now. Knock on wood. Like it seems like it's doing okay. I had a little issue again with the first layer. Every time I go to do a first layer on this machine, you have to watch it like a hawk and make them, make some micro adjustments to so that it's gonna, get the best chance for survival. And it's amazing to me that it won't keep the settings. Like at the end of this, it's gonna ask me to save it on the machine, or I can save it in Clipper. Doesn't matter. It's gonna ask to save it, and I'm gonna tell it yes, please save it. Because every time I make those little bit of adjustments, I'd like to keep up with it. I go to print tomorrow, it'll probably barely touch the bed, or it'll be sunk. It'll be sunk, just too far in, and it'll have to be adjusted again. I don't know what else to do with it, honestly. Because every time I start a new print, if I turn it off, and which I do, I turn it off at night. If I turn it off and then the next day and I start a print, it's gonna be best guess. Is it gonna be laying down too deep and not letting any filament even get on the bed, or is it gonna be barely touching the plate where it doesn't even have a chance to stick by the second layer? It's already peeling off every time. Yes, very annoying, very annoying. So we'll see. I'm curious to see. They said specifically they were trying to address some of the questions from the first update where everybody was upset, me included. Spider webs, uh, right? Uh, but they had a big rash of things happen on the first update, right? So now here's the last update, not the first update, the last update. So here it is now on this update, and I'm like, I just went on there and I told him, I said, I want to know who's going to try it because I'm not trying it. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait and see. You know, I'm going to see who who updates it and who says that it's a green light and it looks good, or this works and this doesn't. Because you know, I get it. Sometimes you get an update and not everything gets updated the way that it should, or maybe something doesn't get updated that you thought was going to get updated. I mean, it happens. I mean, that's not a deal breaker, you know, but supposedly now you can't auto level, or no, I take that back. You can't manual level. You can only auto level. Well, I mean, you can't get a base on an auto level without getting, you know, in that ballpark first. And to do that, you have to do it manually. And they're saying that the manual function for the, because the way that this one manually adjusts is it brings up on the keypad, it brings up like let's see, one, two, three, four, five, like six different references of where it wants to put the head. And then so you would pick like one is the front left, two is left middle, three is left rear or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So you pick each one and then it goes to the corresponding spot. And then you have adjustment wheels left and right on the bed that you would make the adjustments with. That's how it works. Like that's what it does. Well, they're saying now when they showed the adjustment screen, there's four squares that you can make choices for, which is not the right printer because this has 6 points of adjustment because it's 3 on each side. And then even it doesn't matter because when you hit any of them, the head doesn't even move. So I don't know. We'll see. And we're gonna have to keep an eye out also on. I may run out of filament on this mythosaur. It could happen. It could happen because I'm running pretty low. I mean, we're not. I'm not seeing the inside of the spool just yet, but it's gonna be in a couple. Like I'm gonna say probably in a wrap or two around the wheel. It's probably gonna be showing we're running out, which is a good time to test the run out sensor. That happened on a Hello Kitty bowl. Okay. Yeah, well, it's a good time. It's a good time to test. You know, like to give the test to the run out, the filament run out sensor, and see if it actually works. I mean, I've never tested it. I've never tried it. I would think that it works, but I don't know that for sure. And with everything that's been issues on these machines thus far, I'm it would not surprise me one bit if it failed. Like that would not surprise me one. Oh, look, make some abstract art or something. I got to get me some right colors for this. That's not good. Well, we'll see. I mean, I believed the hype when I saw everything that was available and when they had come out with it, and I believed it. And I got a smoking deal on the printer also when I did it. So I mean, I didn't feel bad about like no, I don't feel bad about any bit of that until you get to the point where it's like, you start dealing with my machine's broken. What can you do to help me? And you're not really getting any help, or they told me like to do mine. They're like, oh, well, you have to reflash the ECM. You're not supposed to update the clipper. It's a proprietary clipper. Well, nowhere in the documentation does it say you shouldn't update your clipper. Like nowhere. And then when you do the update and then the clipper says update, right? I want it right. I mean, I need to get me some. I want to get this cobalt or this dark blue, and then also get the corresponding yellow. And I would make one for sure. I would make one, but I definitely don't have the right colors right now. I don't have the right colors right now. But if I get the cobalt and the bright yellow, we're gonna make a lot of. Uh make lots of Fallout stuff. This is this is a this is part of a Fallout pack that I had for coasters. It's not a printed coaster, but it's them same colors, you know. I got to find out who makes I've never really seen that quality blue like that. I mean, that is a deep, deep, deep blue for sure. So I'll have to do a little looking around. I mean, I've seen some that are darker than that blue, you know, and then some regular blues, but that's like a super deep cobalt or something. But I'm gonna look around and see if I can find one. I don't know. I'll have to look and see. I checked through a couple just looking. You know, I checked through a couple of different ones, and they run the gamut from the like the light blue to a deep deep blue, but not that blue. You know, like not that particular. I'm gonna try to get as close as possible to that blue. Anyhow, yeah. I mean, because I would make some stuff without a doubt. I have no problem wanting to make some. Uh, I looked at a couple of the Fallout stuff. Did we do that last week? I don't know if we did that last week or not. I know I went down the rabbit hole of some of the. Oh, we did because we did some Fallout stuff last week. I just did some coasters though, it was all just black and white stuff. I didn't do any. Definitely no Fallout color stuff. I need the right. I need the right blues and yellows. Yellow is a tough color, by the way. Yellow is a yellow is weird. Like they have a bunch of light yellows out there, and then they have like deep dark, almost orange yellows. But just to get like sunshine yellow or whatever, it's a hard color to come by. Fallout stuffs are always amazing. Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Son of a bitch, I'm in.
Well, it seems like it's running so far so good. Saying so far so good. Cube spider transformer. Fair enough. I can't argue it. To be honest, cannot argue. Yeah, I have a few. I have a few of these I want to put on the list as well. I just got to get machines working. It's hard. The heating of the filament causes that yellow. Well, yeah. I mean, that's part of it too. Because and sometimes the yellows are very translucent. Like they're not really. They're not. Like they're not really. They don't seem like they're a very deep yellow. I guess is the best way to explain it. And then some of them, like they're the right kind of yellow, but it's more of an orange yellow. If that makes any sense. Yeah, I've got a handful of different ones that I want to. I'd like to actually make like a little collection. And I don't have to have a whole bunch of them. Probably only about 6. Because I'd have to have a Luke.